All right, everybody, welcome back into another episode of What's the Trend? Aaron, this is week 7 for us.
Week 7, nuts. We're about to be hitting 2 months. 2 months doing this.
2-month milestone.
Yeah.
I love it. 2 friends hitting 2 months on a great show. We're having
longer
so
than
much
a lot
fun.
of relationships I've had. So there you go.
That's right. I'm here for the long haul.
Me too.
Till death do us podcast.
That's a good one, actually.
You know? So here's the deal. If you guys are joining us for the very first time, of course, some of you can actually watch this. We have video that we pop up during the show over what we're talking about. You actually,
sure do.
if we say it, you're going to see it. You can watch this on the YouTube channel or 14news.com. But a lot of folks are listening to this podcast style, maybe driving in your car. I listen a lot when I'm driving.
I do too, just to make sure
ourselves.
I'm like, yeah.
Is that vain that we go back and listen
it's
to
a
our
little
own
vain
show?
of us, but you know what? Whatever. We do. We're proud of ourselves. And that's not a bad thing to be. That's not anything to be ashamed of.
That's right. The first 14 views of each episode is typically just myself listening to myself.
Same, but you know what? We're getting those numbers.
So, of course, we appreciate whether you are watching or listening to this via podcast. We are so grateful to each and every one of you. Just want to start by saying that. We thought maybe we would quickly just reintroduce ourselves again in case you're a first-time listener to the show. Again, I am Casie Mason. I am our 14 News Sunrise morning anchor here at 14 News. Been going on about, I believe, 4.5 months now I've been out here.
There, yeah.
Feels like longer. Some days feels like shorter, but either way, I do feel like family. It's good to be here. And
Absolutely.
Aaron.
Digital content producer Aaron Weeks here. I do web stuff, video stuff, just a little bit of everything in between. Whatever you see on the internet, a lot of it comes from our web team. So
and
I help out with that.
A lot of folks, they get it that way now online for sure. So you have a very important role out here, and it was just cool to get you in front of the camera, so to speak. Of course, we are dear friends. We can take it back to our hometown. Princeton, Indiana, Gibson County. That's right. Shout out Gibson County. We are graduates of the Princeton Tigers, alma mater. We are making them proud, Aaron Weeks.
You know what? I like to think so. I would like
so.
to think so.
We'll see. Up for interpretation.
We could have done worse.
That's right. We claim Jackie Young. She's our true claim to fame.
She is.
So, well, listen, Aaron, we are so glad to have folks joining us for episode 7. Just want to do a quick reintroduction.
Yeah, just a little recap of who we are if you're just now tuning in.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So you guys know the drill. What we do is we break down the pop culture in the tri-state and, of course, Hollywood. And we're even talking country music today. We're going to get a little everything.
Yep, and that's going straight to her.
To me, I'll cover that for us. No problem. Challenge accepted. So here's the deal. We're going to start with local stuff first. I'm going to tell you some things I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Get
of course, lots of fun across the tri-state, as we know.
Always.
So many things going on. We're going to talk about, I love Halloween.
Oh, me too.
Favorite Halloween. We're even going to have
I call it my second Christmas.
It truly is second Christmas. I am so excited that we both share a mutual love of the spooky holiday because we're going to do like a whole episode coming up.
Get ready.
Get ready, folks.
Ready.
Spooky season is here. So, Aaron, this weekend, I am looking forward to this. It's happening at Holiday World, and it's going to kick off this weekend. If you're listening to this episode, that's going to be Saturday, September 20th. It's called Happy Halloween Weekends, and what they're doing is the park there at Holiday World, they're featuring hay rides. They do even a trick-or-treat trail and a Halloween-themed entertainment spread throughout the park there. This is what's cool. This is why I wanted to bring this up. They have 24 of these giant dinosaurs that they have airlifted and dropped into place for the park's upcoming Halloween corn
I love that.
Imagery.
You know what? I remember oddly enough, seeing a TikTok about this come across my desk recently, and I was like, wow, okay.
We're doing things Holiday
We're
World.
doing big Holiday World, and you know what? I love that.
I will be honest. I have a little anxiety, though, as an adult. Anytime I go into a corn maze, I'm like, am I going to make it out?
No, the haunted ones, I still turn into like a wailing woman from the 1940s movie.
A wailing woman. It's so
just
true.
If you hear a banshee in a cornfield, it's probably me.
Is someone's child lost and scared? No, it's just Aaron.
It's just
a corn
me.
Maze. Corn mazes are so fun, but truly,
They are.
I'm like, sometimes they get a little challenging. So
yes, if you haven't checked it out on our TikTok, there is a video that I did with Brady Williams whenever we went to the haunted house trails. There's a video of me and I get scared and my legs go up in the video.
I love it. I always said that it'd
Check
be
it
fun
out.
to do a live segment out there, but I'm
Yeah.
afraid bad words would come out of my mouth. So
There's a reason we got a bleep button.
we would have to edit that if I went out there.
Some
'Cause,
heavy editing.
I mean, when art meets agriculture, guys, we're doing big things. So,
Hello.
okay,
You can't get more Gibson
but
County than that.
Let me ask you, amen. Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
The dinosaurs, I guess with Halloween,
Yeah.
what is your opinion on how those two go hand in hand? Because I'm not sure. I love it.
We're being honest on here on the pod.
Yes.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. I always kind of equated that to more like a zoo thing or even a summer thing. Because,
Yeah.
the Jurassic World / park movies come out in the summer. So, I mean, they don't go together, but hey, better late than never.
Right. Hey, Halloween and dinosaurs. Let's make it happen.
Who doesn't want to see like a corn maze with some dinosaurs
I mean,
in
if
it?
a raptor's around the corner,
Get into it.
it's going to be spooky, guys. Maybe that's
gonna
what
be
it
fun.
is. And what's cool is these dinosaurs, they actually have, big word here, those animatronics that they can roar and breathe. So I kind of get it. Lots going on, though, for
The
this
kids will
event.
love it.
The kids are going to love it.
Like, it's for the children.
And again, if you hear a small kid screaming in the corn maze because they are
It's
lost
either
and
an
confused,
actual child or me.
or Aaron. So it sounds like a good fall activity that's family friendly.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to go check that out. Aaron, your turn. What are you looking forward to?
There's this event in Owensboro. It's called Live on the Banks, and it's a live music experience. It's at the Overlook Stage in Smothers Park, and it's a free outdoor concert series that takes place every Saturday. It's actually been taking place the past 2 weekends.
Okay.
It's every Saturday in September. And it showcases like a variety of music groups from across the region and, the Ohio tri-state area kind of thing, Ohio Riverfront. And it's actually this Saturday. They're going to have a barber, a baker, and a heartbreaker. And they'll be performing from 7 to 9. And I love that name.
Props to you guys for that name. I'm
I
jealous.
love it.
I didn't name my band. It doesn't exist. That's amazing.
I've always
good
thought
live
about
music.
how clever people are with their band names sometimes. And it could never be me. I'm always trying to think of like, what would my band be called?
Yes.
I don't know.
We'll have to come up with that one. I'll think on that. Maybe at the end of the podcast, I'll have a name
Yes.
for us. So we do know that you would play cello if
I
there was
would.
an instrument. Fun fact, if you guys missed that episode,
I played cello at one point in time.
we're friends, but we learn new things about
We
each
do.
other on this show. And
Literally
he told me,
sometimes as the show's going on.
I can yodel and he can play cello. We are quite the dynamic duo here. So
Just the coolest people in the room every time we walk into a room.
real cool, real cool. So you go tune the cello. I'll go get the vocal cords ready. So don't ask us to do either of those. We will not.
Please don't.
Okay, so let's move on to movies now. What do you say? This
Yeah.
one, you brought this story to me, so I'll let you break it down for folks. This is pretty cool.
Well, as if you're not a frequent listener, I mention the movie Jaws a lot on here sometimes. And there's a little bit of movie news that comes with that. And they actually open an exhibit dedicated to the entire film.
This is
Jaws.
incredible.
And it's my favorite movie. I'm sorry. I love it so much. I think it's a perfect
It's a
film.
great movie.
But yeah, it's at the Academy Museum in Los Angeles, and it literally just opened up. And that exhibit features over 200 artifacts from the movie.
Over 200.
Yes.
I didn't even know there were that many artifacts in the
Me
movie. Just
either.
water
I'm
and,
like,
and
did you
fishing
bring the
poles.
boat? Like,
Did you
my
bring the boat?
God. But yeah, I saw they have like the buoy from the opening scene.
cool.
They have like costumes, like the
The
slate
hand that they
the
found
hand.
on the beach from the girl. It's a
Well,
little graphic.
funny enough, you can put your hand through it and recreate it.
Oh my goodness.
It's great. I love it. But yeah, it just
That's
comes
dark.
on the well, a little bit of dark humor never hurts the soul, as I always say. But, it comes on the cusp of their 50-year anniversary, which is really cool. And I went to see that when they re-released it in theaters, as we all know. But yeah, they have a life-size shark replica
They
of
have to.
the iconic Bruce.
The amount of
to play.
knowledge that you have on this movie is
Yeah,
giving me
God
life.
forbid I actually learn things that will
No,
take
overrated.
me towards somewhere in
so
life.
overrated.
But
Don't do
yeah.
it. Don't do it.
But there also is like a miniature of the same shark where you can play with the animatronics of how it worked.
That
Like
is
all the wiring.
incredible.
It's really cool. Well, when it worked, because
Yeah.
they had problems with it during production, but you know what? It kind of made the whole movie what it is, like for it not working, the power of suggestion. The shark only has 4 minutes of screen time.
You mentioned that on our last episode.
Yes.
You said, isn't it crazy to think that you really never see the shark? And
No.
spoiler alert, but if it's been 50 years, so at
If
this
you
point,
haven't seen it,
that's on you.
My gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't really see the shark until
No.
you kind of get towards the tail end of the movie and things pick up. So
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
the suspense that builds.
Also, Steven Spielberg spoke at this event, which was even cooler.
I love that.
Yeah.
He is, incredible.
I think he's so cool. And he did that movie, I think, when he like mid-20s, which I was like, what
have we done with our lives?
Nothing.
Oh, no.
Nothing worth talking about. I'll tell you that. But then again, here we are on a podcast talking.
Here we are, Tri-State. Jaws, such a great movie.
Yes.
I love that we've just talked a lot about Jaws because it's been in the news because of the 50th anniversary. So it's justified. You got to see it in IMAX.
Sure did.
We talked about, then you went and saw it again, I think, for like more closer to the anniversary.
Yeah.
And I've learned some fun facts about the movie.
Yeah. It's like you pick up, like I said last time, you pick up on stuff that you missed out because, again, sometimes you're looking at your phone, whatever, if it's on TV. But yeah.
$5 million. Someone dropped you in open water and said there is a great white within a mile radius.
No.
Would you
Wait,
do it?
how much? How much?
Okay, $5 million.
Oh gosh.
Drop you in a 1 mile radius.
Is there a boat there
open
that
waters.
can like?
There is a
What is the scenario?
inflatable raft.
We got to get it. An inflatable
a bright
raft.
yellow inflatable raft. And
I might have to take my chances.
we will
That's
airlift
$5 million.
you like Zeke or Ed or whatever the zebra's name
The
was.
zebra.
Like the dinosaurs. We will airlift you out of the water after your 10 minutes are up. Would you do it?
I think I would have to do it.
Oh my gosh, what a brave soul.
Great white. And I am not bleeding.
Nope.
Okay, perfect.
You come out unscathed.
Okay.
And rich.
Come on. Yeah. No brainer.
The thought of just the ocean at night freaks me out.
Ugh.
But then also the thought of like
the ocean in general.
The ocean in general. She's beautiful to look at. But the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm going to sit right here on the beach and admire her.
Get my little
ankles
ankles in, and that's about as deep as it's going to go.
It's like every time I get in there, too, it's like the ocean is saying, we don't want you in it. It literally pushes you back to shore.
It's also like, it's not our home,
Nope.
and we're invading somebody's home. Really. So whatever happens, it's kind of on us.
We're pretty cocky when we get in that water. We're like, we're humans, and there's creatures in there that are like, we're bigger, and our teeth are much bigger.
Basically.
Yeah, I love the ocean. People are always like, oh, don't be afraid. And I went on a boat one time and went scuba diving with a group of friends. And by scuba diving, I mean I sat in the water with my life jacket, and then 5 seconds later was like, all right, this is not for me. I'm going to get back on the boat because a piece of seaweed barely touched my toe, and I was literally walking on water because I was like, it is a great white. I will say that it really is freaky to think we have not discovered the entire ocean. There are things
that is crazy
to be determined. So I do believe
Oceanographers, you're staying in business. I'll tell you that.
That's right. Bruce's big sister Betty is somewhere down in that water. We just haven't found her yet. So, anyways,
yeah.
Jaws is definitely worth talking about today. Thank you for recapping
of course.
that. And you have something else you're going to recap for us.
Yes,
I'm
going TV, we got the
Emmys.
We have a big Emmy segment. But there was a big milestone at the Emmys this year, which I'm really excited to talk about. Owen Cooper. He won his first Emmy for his role as Jamie Miller. He was a boy accused of murder on that show.
So good.
And it's so good because it's all done in one shot. Each episode done in literally one shot.
I cannot fathom that.
It just takes so much talent. But he earned it. I watched it. Start to finish. I don't know. Have you seen it?
So yes, and I don't want to give too much away because I still feel like there's a chance for people to watch it, but it starts off with a bang too.
It
like
sure does.
The preview is what hooked me in, like when the police are going to the house, and so yeah, we watched it, and I thought it was absolutely incredible, and he was fantastic. Definitely deserved that Emmy.
The thing I like about it the most is you think it's going to be like a mystery. First episode, there is no mystery.
No mystery.
It's
all up front.
It's right there, and from that point on, it's just like the aftermath of what happens, which I think is amazing.
And was this limited series?
Yes, it was.
I was going to say because it ends. You have a beginning, middle, and end, which is so satisfactory when you are trying to indulge in a show, and they leave you with that cliffhanger. And then sometimes seasons get a little lost, and it's like, okay, you don't want shows to end, but you also need some closure, and this one gives you that right off the bat.
It surely does.
So you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's a dark watch, if you will. Like, I don't know if I'd watch it again.
Yeah, if you're in a bad mood that day, this is probably not for you.
Turn on something else.
Yeah.
But his co-star Aaron Doherty and Stephen Graham also won for their performances, but he was only 15 years old. 15. He is officially the youngest person to win an Emmy in the competitive category. He made history that night, and it was really cool to see that. A lot of history was made that night too, which I'll talk about some talking points here in a few minutes. But yeah, it was good to recap that moment for sure. I know you wanted to bring that up. Yeah. But we have a little bit of other in a happier
Yes.
happier
Emmy
news.
news.
Yeah, happier Emmy news, or programming news, if you
Yeah,
will.
I like that.
Fall's just around the corner, and so what a better way to jumpstart that than a little reunion of everybody's favorite fall show.
Tell the people what you're talking about.
Yes,
we
that
know.
is right. The Gilmore Girls themselves, Alexis Bledel and Lauren Graham, reunited at the Emmys to present the award for Best Comedy Series. And now, if you don't know what it is,
Yes.
you should. But if you don't, Gilmore Girls tells the story of a mother and daughter duo and the trials and tribulations they face, more because they're more like best friends than they
Yes.
are, because they're closer in age. She had her so
Yes.
young. So it's kind of that nice little like friendship almost.
It is one of the greatest shows, in my opinion, my humble opinion, one of the greatest shows of all time. And I don't know what it is. There's something about that show that you associate the fall season with. I don't know if it's the little town
I think
that
it's
they
the
live
little
in.
town. It has to be the little town.
Stars Hollow. And,
Yes.
Oh, and then the grandmother Emily on the show. I'm
She's
forgetting
probably
her.
my favorite.
She's a great character. She's very one of those characters that plays the villain, but also you're still like rooting for. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Great show. Of course, lots of you probably, if you're listening to our show, you probably are a fan of the Gilmore Girls. But again, we don't want to assume.
We can't assume.
I started watching it from season 1 all the way like through, but it's a long show. It was
is.
on for many years.
Yeah, it was on from like 2000 to 2007.
Yes. And they've all
Great run.
aging like fine wine. I might say. I'm like,
Absolutely.
whose mother, whose daughter? I don't know. They looked great
True.
at the Emmys together.
Yes,
It's
and
one of those.
I really
reunions you love.
appreciated. Yeah, absolutely, and I appreciated the little mini series that they had, the little revival in 2016.
Yes.
I think it was a year in the life. So
If we could go to Luke's coffee shop right now, teleport me there.
I would
I'm
love
there.
that.
That's a superpower you said you would like to have.
Teleportation.
Snap us to Luke's coffee
Somebody
shop right
figure
now.
it out, please.
Also, the oversized coffee mugs. I feel like that show is one of the reasons that
yeah.
my coffee mugs have to be the size of my head. So, great show. I don't even know what to say about it. It's iconic.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yes.
We highly recommend.
And their appearance together, people just love that stuff. You know,
we love
it.
I love a reunion
Me
of
too.
any sort
That's what
of
we've
cast
done here with
members.
this show. Oh my goodness, high school, graduation.
Luckily, people didn't have to see what we looked like before. Thank God.
Yes, we look the exact same. We haven't aged at all. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, so a lot of big things at the Emmys. Just to also add to this before the last talking point here, it's the 77th annual Emmys. I can't believe it's been 77 years.
That's insane.
Of that show.
It's wild.
Hopefully someday we can grace that stage and we can present an award or win one. You know,
I would love to win
the
one.
Gilmore Girls, the Gibco gals. Well, I don't know. We'll
The
work on
Gibco
it.
gals.
We'll call it something. We'll figure it out.
I'll take it. You know what? It sounds fun. Why not? But yeah, we have, this was a big milestone too. There were so many milestones in this show.
It was hard to like narrow it down.
I know. I had to like really sift through, and I'm like, okay, what is necessary, what's not, unfortunately. But I would be remiss if I did not speak about this one. So this one, Stephen Colbert went out with a big bang that night at the Emmys because he won for Outstanding Talk Show for his show Late Night with Stephen Colbert. And why that's so big is, first of all, he's been nominated 9 times.
9 times.
And this was his 10th time being nominated, 10 years in the show. And he won. And he just got canceled by Paramount, which is unfortunate. But I will say, what a way to go out.
Amen.
If you're going to go out with an award in your hand.
I love that. I would have quoted if you're going to go out with an award in your hand. No joke. I would say a drink in your hand, but award sounds a little better.
Yes. Just have a little Mai Tai, an award in your hand.
What do you think of his speech?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good, wrap up to a successful time on Paramount, or just in general. That show is so iconic.
Yes.
And I know he started out in Comedy Central, and he started out in shows like I think it was the Drew Carey Show.
Yes, I mean he's had a great career.
Amazing
no doubt.
career.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, I think he quoted Prince or something. It was hilarious. So yeah,
Who
big.
wouldn't?
It was just a big night at the Emmys. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just I think everybody that won definitely deserved their win.
Any red carpet looks that you can think?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody always looks so.
Everybody looks
classy.
so good.
I liked Brittany Snow. I thought looked really pretty.
Snow.
in her pink
I
dress.
liked Hunter Schafer from Euphoria.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Always stunning.
Absolutely.
Red carpet.
Sydney Sweeney looked great too.
Sydney Sweeney, yes, always. I mean, iconic looks.
Absolutely.
I am so jealous. So I will say one thing that I liked about the show is Nate Bargatze actually made his
Yes.
hosting debut. I was going
That's
to bring
awesome.
that up.
Yes, because he was just in the tri-state.
That's right. Those of you tuning in locally, maybe you headed out to that show. I know my parents did. I had a ticket, but my parents ended up having to sell it because I had just taken this job. I was sad to have missed that, but Nate Bargatze is incredible. The show aired live Sunday, September 14th. I believe that was his first time hosting it. He put on a great show here in the tri-state. He touring comedian, obviously, if you don't know who that is. He's a clean comic too. His shows are completely clean, but he is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
He doesn't cuss or talk about anything controversial. He's just your classic gifted funny guy. He's just hilarious. So shout out to Nate Bargatze, who was here in the tri-state. Maybe he'll be back and we can catch a show sometime.
We would love it.
Okay, let's see. The studio also took home a record-breaking 13 awards for a single comedy series.
Whoa.
And that was another record. That was a record breaker that night. And if you haven't seen that show, it's co-created by Seth Rogen, another great comedian in Hollywood. And when he got his award, one of the many awards that night, he said something like, "Thank you very much. I am legitimately embarrassed by how happy this makes me." And I was like, that is so pure.
That's awesome, though.
It's so pure. Love Seth Rogen. So you ready to move on to the next topic? You know I'm dying over
this
here.
is all you, sis.
I'm jumping
you go
around.
right in for it.
Let me get my notes for those of you listening. I got papers in front of me here. Aaron.
Yes.
If you need to grab a drink, sit down, take a break here. I'll cover this.
I'm holding on to my hat, people.
Mimosas are somewhere around here. We'll find those. Okay. So, guys, we've been talking Hollywood. We talked movies. We talked local. And this segment, we're going to take over because it's time.
You have a lot of experience in this.
I'm ready to talk about this. I know a thing or two.
I'm actually really excited to talk about this because I admire everything that you've done with this specific event.
Keep going.
You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, friend.
Honestly.
I appreciate that. I know you're genuinely, I really do appreciate you saying that. I always have, I just kind of grew up in country music.
Right.
My family.
I mean, we did grow up in this area that's predominantly
definitely
country music.
I think my dad, being a musician over the years, and just he hosts a country music show on the weekend. We're just a big country music family, and I really just respect the Music City, USA. Out of that place. Lived in Nashville for about 10 years, and I always said I want to get into entertainment TV and kind of talk. If I can't be a celebrity, by golly, I'll just interview them. Might as well talk about them. So here we are over in the world of music news now. Country music fans, what we're talking about here, we're alluding to.
Absolutely.
We're gearing up for country. They call it country music's biggest night. The 59th annual CMA Awards will air live. It's going to be November 19th. I will actually be at the red carpet again this year.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you, friend. I need to, you know what? I got to get you credentialed. We got to hit that red carpet sometime. We would slay.
We would kill it.
Let's go. I'd be
like, sir, I don't know who you are.
I have no idea who you are, but I look fabulous.
I would do my research beforehand.
It's funny too. You never know who you're going to talk to at those things.
That's why I'm like, we're going to do that Miranda Priestley, Devil Wears Prada. Give me the picture, give me the name, give me the breakdown of a song. We're going to do it.
We have these producers. No, it's all, I'm studying it's the SATs before this event, because you have your big names, then you got your middle, then you got your up and comers, and then just everyone in between. It's
Notice
hilarious.
How she didn't say small names. There are no small performers.
See, look at you. You're
just
caught on
upcoming
to my
performers.
tricks.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm excited. This will actually be, I think, my 11th. That doesn't seem right. I'm too young for that. Maybe my 10th or 11th CMAs.
Nice.
It's been a lot of CMAs. So excited to go
though.
back. And I'll bring that content to this show. Cannot wait. So the nominees have officially been announced. That's what we're going to talk about right now. So Aaron, I've been telling you that, I'm super excited for this. And what we've noticed now that all of the categories have been released, who is going to be up for those awards, it's been the newcomers in country music kind of take things over. For instance, I'm used to seeing Carrie Underwood's name in there every year. She's nowhere to be found at this year's award. We've got some new names like Lainey Wilson and Megan Maroney, and some of the.
I've heard of some of those. For sure.
Yeah, kind of like the Gen Z. They're coming into the CMA.
Gen Z takeover. You guys are awesome.
Yes. So let's go ahead and break it down. We're gonna start with the biggest one. I'm just gonna actually, just go off my paper here because talking points are great. Okay. the year. That is the
Yes.
biggest award of the night. That is male, female. Doesn't they have like the female category, the male category, and then entertainment of the year? The biggest award of the night. They save it for the very last part of the show. This year, Luke Combs is up for it. Cody Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and the only female, Lainey Wilson.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Anybody in country music ring a bell? Because if you recognize their name,
I've heard of
then-
Luke Combs.
Yeah?
I've heard of Morgan Wallen. I've heard of Lainey Wilson. I've heard of I think I've heard of everybody
Yeah.
except for Cody Johnson.
Cody Johnson, yeah.
Could not tell you if there was like a song, one of
Yeah.
their songs at all. But you know what? Here we are.
It's tough.
I know their names. Give me a
That's
break.
okay. I love it because, we all have our genres, if you
Yes.
will. You were talking about Lady Gaga last week's or a couple podcasts ago, and I was like, you know so much, so many fun facts
Sure do.
about her. And okay, moving on. Male vocalist of the year. Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Zach Top is a fairly newcomer. He's kind of more like your classic country sound. Cool music there if you haven't checked him out. And Morgan Wallen. Female vocalist of the year, Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Ella Langley, first timer in that category, Megan Maroney, and Lainey Wilson. So a couple snubs that we wanted to go over this year, like Kane Brown, nowhere to be found. The band Parmalee, they've had several number ones this year, nowhere to be found. I think they got snubbed in the group of the year category. And this one's kind of crazy. Vocal duo of the, I always say duel, the vocal duel, they're going to duel out there on the carpet. Vocal duo of the year, you've got Brooks and Dunn, who no stranger to that category. They actually won it last year. And they're just kind of like, well, we've been around forever. I guess people like us again. It's just... Anyways, you got Brothers Osborne, Dan and Shay, Maddie and Tay, and the War and Treaty. And then finally, wrap this up, new artist of the year, Ella Langley, Shabuzi, Zach Top in that category, Tucker Wetmore, and Steven Wilson Jr., who I'm actually not familiar with. So
Really?
I'll have to do my research in case he comes walking by the red carpet. Entertainer of the year last year.
Okay.
Biggest night, biggest award. Morgan Wallen won, nowhere to be found. He won the award and was nowhere to be found. And then the next day on social media released pictures of him playing golf with Tom Brady. So I guess we'll see if he's a no-show again this year. But overall, we'll find out. It's always an exciting night. So to recap, country music's biggest night, as they call it, the 59th annual CMA Awards, is going to air live from Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. It's going to be Wednesday, November 19th. I can't wait to hit the red carpet. Hey, may have to get you out there with me soon.
I would love to.
Let's do it. I'll make a call. I will call the country music.
Give me one of those little press passes.
Press pass. I love it.
I never need to have one.
Get him out there. You will look so
Get me
dapper.
out
We will
there.
make it happen. The podcast is going to go live. I
That's
tell you, let's go. It's going to go crazy. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, that's my personal Super Bowl. So, we won't overdo it with that episode when I recap the show for you guys. But I still think it'd be fun to bring
Still
a little,
fun.
some inside stories and kind of talk about what happened that night.
Why not?
There you go. Thank you for indulging me
No,
and
of
letting me
course.
talk country music for 40 minutes.
We love country music here. And like I said, I love a little bit of country. I'm a little country,
That's
little
right. And
rock
I
and
love a little
roll.
rock and roll. So there you go.
There you go, people.
All right. And of course, we know you love sports. So
Oh, yeah.
We try.
love sports.
we
But
know enough.
In seriousness, I do love this kind of sports that I'm about to talk about. We want to give another shout out to our favorite streaming sports show, which is none other than Touchdown Live. And, we've spoken about it a little bit here on this show, but I wanted to give them a little bit more airtime that they promptly deserve. We want to reiterate how much you should check this out. It's actually a lot of fun. Our sports reporters, Max Parker and Aaron Hancock, put their heart and soul into each show that they do, dedicated to this. So you should really check it out if you're into sports at all, if you're listening to this at least. I know it's a mixed bag, but sometimes, whatever. Yeah. But basically, it airs every Friday. You can stream it on our app and on our website. It'll always be on our homepage whenever we do the show.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's really good to know, and it airs right after 10 p.m.
Right. 10 p.m. show on
and we'll
Friday.
send out a push alert
Great.
So make sure you got our app for that at least.
yes
But it's a guaranteed fun time watch. If you love sports, you're gonna love this show.
That's right. Shout out Max and Aaron again. Our Aaron wanted
There's
to
so
add.
many
There's so
Aarons
many
here.
There are 4 Aarons that I at least that I know of. Maybe
Yes.
another one somewhere. But I tell you what, great show. I'm really glad you plugged that again this week. And speaking of things that we want to also reiterate and mention here is we absolutely loved having our very very own Jamie French. She was on last week's
She was
episode.
amazing.
Fantastic.
Got to learn so much about her that I didn't already know.
And that was your idea to have her on because you knew about her background in...
I knew a little bit about it, and just that she told me that she was a child actor at one point and that she had been on Revenge and other shows, and I was like, well, we got to get you in here.
But we had no idea. If you didn't get the chance to listen to last week's episode, we thought we knew a little bit about what she had done with her time in LA and Hollywood, but wow.
And I feel like she barely scratched the surface of everything she's done.
We could have talked,
yes, but you guys wouldn't have listened to the entire hour. God bless
These
you.
two. Yeah, the episode is already like an hour long, but worthwhile because we want to have guests more on the show, and we really enjoyed Jamie kicking that off for us. You know, just if you get a chance to take a listen to that, we highly recommend it. She was on some incredible shows, had a really interesting career in LA.
She did.
And yeah, I think we'll just let her tell you in her own words.
Yes,
so,
yes.
So
make sure you check that episode out. Yeah. It's awesome.
And also, one more thing before we head out, we are so excited to tell you all. Yeah. Aaron, take it away.
We are on the latest episode of Inside Look. That is actually out now, which is awesome. I listened to a little bit of it because, you know, when you do interviews, you kind of you forget.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like listening back and I'm like, gosh, what did I say? Was it embarrassing?
It's so weird to be interviewed.
Yes, but Jeff does an amazing job with that podcast. Make sure you check it out. There's so many episodes to go through.
And no one made him put us on the show.
No.
He truly said, will you guys come on my show?
We did not threaten him.
We did not threaten him. We said, Jeff, we need to be on Inside Look.
We're going to try to get him on our show too soon.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, if he'll have us.
Please.
Yes, Jeff is fantastic. Inside Look, again, you can catch that wherever you catch this show. Same platform, same place. We were excited to get to be a part of his episode. It was really kind of him to help us shamelessly plug our show.
I love it.
And we had a great chat. There's some things maybe you didn't know about Aaron and I you can check out. And Jeff also shared we got the chance to ask him a few questions about entering the world of podcasting and how the popularity of his show's really taken off and how we hope to do the same with ours.
Yeah. He was great.
Episode 7's in the bag, Aaron.
We
did it.
Can. We
Anything
love
else?
it. No, just thank you guys again for listening and watching. It means the world to us, truly. But you can listen to this on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, wherever you get your streaming platforms for podcasts. And thank you so much again.
From dinosaurs at Holiday World to the Emmys to the world of country music.
We're a little bit everywhere.
We're everywhere, guys.
We're a little bit of everything.
And you know what? We'll do the same thing next week. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.